you ready?
Welcome to We Love Wrestling. It's a hot week. We about to go into what they call the Halloween weekend. We got new champions out here. Last week we was on the live, y'all was with us. I was like 1,338 days, and that was the title reign that Trisha Dora had. And it was one person who, after his first time, he said he was gonna get it done. After his second time, he didn't get it done, but he said, you know what? If there's anything I do, I'm going to get this done. He got a third time, and it was in a triple threat. He got it done. And then 5 days later, he went and collected another championship. We're going to talk all about that. We got with us the new Pan-African, two-belt shield, Pan-African, World Dysphoria, World Champion, Suge D.
What's going on, everybody? It's been a busy week. It's rewarding. I've been waiting on these, but this is good. This feels good.
I bet it has been a busy week. When you won the championship, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, wow, they announced that I presented the match. I was like, should I go ask him for an interview or should I just wait to the Naptown All Pro show? But then I was like, when Trish had her belt, I was there for the title defenses. I talked to Trish during that reign. Yeah. So, now I got to talk to you because your first two, well, before we even get there, how is it being the champion now, sir?
It's still a lot to take in. I'm not even going to lie to you because I know there's like a weight, there's a responsibility. I remember when the match was over and everything had settled and just getting a chance to, just sit and talk with Trish for a little bit after. And her just being like, there's more to this title than just the title. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna look to you. You got to represent it. You got to be ready for whatever comes. So it's still surreal to even be looking at this and holding this. And I take days over the past few days. I've been taking time to just kind of look at and study it and just try to get an idea of like what I really have in my hands right here. And every day and every match I'm just making sure that I think the joke is how like they got that meme of the Dexter's Laboratory photo with the poster up there and everything like that, and it's like I'm looking up at the poster and it's I don't want to say it's Trish, but it's probably Trish because she's the first, but I'm looking up at the poster and I'm like, did I do enough? Did I do enough? Am I doing enough today? And it's more than just lining up matches and whatnot. It's just making sure that you're doing enough to make sure that people know this is a world title. This is not a vanity championship. This is a world title. Like, there is business behind what's going on with this. And I just want to make sure that everything's going through and whatnot. But it's still setting in. If that's for short, it's still setting in. Like, most definitely.
Sure, last time we had you on the Journeyman, so you've been taking journeys, you've been doing your thing. I mean, even still, guys, this summer, he's been out here taking journeys and everything. But I got to ask you, Suge, I like what you're doing. This is a world title. You're showing up at companies. You showed up at Action Wrestling. You had the belt on you. Like, yeah. Are people trying to tell you that you can't have it at the company? Because, sometimes we didn't see it with Trish. So how are you going to just have this in the forefront?
Well, I also understand when we talk about what's going on with Trish, the Pan-African title, especially at the time that she had it, like, people don't understand the responsibility that she had because, again, I will always refer to her as, like, the foundation maker of that championship. It was still new. People were still wondering what was going on about it. People had this, that, and the third. People still do, but people had this, that, and the third to say about it, what it is, what it really is, this, that. And then, of course, with everything that she's got going on now with flirting with some of the bigger companies and whatnot, some of them had their feelings about it. Some of them don't. I just decided that I wanted to get off on the right foot immediately and just let it be known that, like, hey, these are companies that have known me for some time, especially some of the companies that I'm going into. I I'm not out here trying to hide this. Like, if Alex Kane could walk around with the MLW title at like random companies and stuff like that, again, I repeat, this is a world championship as recognized by official PWI. So let's talk it out. WWE's top titles, AEW's world title, MLW's world title, the Impact Wrestling World Championship, ROH's World Championship, the Independent Wrestling Championship from IWTV, the Pan-African World Diaspora Championship. It's like that. And I'm not going to hear anything different. And it's on me to make sure that people know that and respect that. And it's recognized however they feel about it. So if I can show up and I can do my thing and I can have her with me, she going to be with me. They need to know.
You said, so like he's PWI, I think it was either last year or the year before. It was the summertime and they acknowledged your belt and the IWTV championship at world title.
At the same time, that's correct.
At the same time. Shout out to PWI for doing that. Like we was telling people, we believe it was a world title at that point because this is our champion right here, Suge. So I got to ask you, what's the state of a Pan-Africa World Dysphoria Wrestling?
So to me, if Trish was the foundation, I am trying to build roads to the house. Part of what we had in that conversation was it has gotten harder. It did get harder for her in terms of because of how busy and how much stuff is going up, the tours that she's going to be taking, some of the places that she's working now. You know, it's no secret, ROH, AEW, things of that nature. It's getting harder for her to be in place to make the defenses that she was hoping to make with this. So I want to make sure that we're out there showcasing as best as possible what black wrestling is. And I think people get it twisted when they think it's just this little microcosm in America and we're doing it because it's just like, again, they're thinking it's a vanity championship. We got great black wrestlers in the UK. We got black wrestlers in Germany. We have black wrestlers in China, of all places. Things of that nature. And, you know, me, I'm a big wrestle nerd. I like to know where everybody at. I like to just know what's going on everywhere anyway, but I like to know where we're at because it creates the ability for us to find out how we can get into these spaces and what we're doing in these spaces and how we're affecting it culturally. So I've gone on record as saying, I know I've already got a lot of people that are coming for me and coming for this, but I'm also not going to sit around and wait for people to come to me. I have to go to them. I have to find them. I've already been reaching out to companies, not just here in the States, but overseas. And as things are starting to come together, we'll be able to announce some stuff, get some things going. I've definitely been talking with Fight so that we have the committee together so that they can decide. And then, as you know, like the BWI 500 came out, Righteous Reg's list. So I've already said it for a few places. I made a tweet about it. I will say it again. Brian Keith is the #1 black wrestler in the world right now, based off of that list. Hard to argue. Hell of a year. Did some amazing things with the new Texas Championship. It's not an ego thing at the end of the day.
Okay.
I'd like to think that with this, I'm the guy.
Okay.
So it's hard to look at a list and see based off of the year that I had and then suddenly getting this. I guess I was sitting in like the high 40s and Brian Keith is like #1. Mm-hmm. And he and I in private conversations have talked back and forth about, you know, it'd be good to get a match and it'd be good to match and it'd be good to see. It'd be good to see. So now it's not even just I just want to see. I gotta wrestle Brian Keith. I have to wrestle Brian Keith. I'm not going to be running around with this and there be a conversation about, well, you might got that, but Brian Keith is the guy. Mm. I need to know. And it's one of those cases where if I got in the middle of the ring and I put this on the line and he beats me, all right. But if I beat him, okay, the conversation's got to change. So it's already on record, and I'll say it again. I will scream it from the loudest mountain. anytime Brian Keith wants a title match, it's an immediate title shot. It's nothing to talk about, just based off of number one.
He ain't even got the. I was gonna go into that because I saw the tweet. He already got that taken care of. We gonna come back to the Pan African Diaspora Championship, but shit, let me take you back a few days.
Okay.
I'm chilling at home, SmackDown on. I remember that I saw a post on Instagram from Coach Rink about an Action Wrestling tag team match.
Yep.
Sitting watching the match, and then a lot of shenanigans in the match. First off, the good hand, I like what y'all doing, but shit, I seen you do something, and I wanted to play this for you and get your reaction. Cause
wow. Okay. All right. So okay.
Like, what the hell going on here?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Roll the bean footage.
So I'm sitting at home and I'm watching SmackDown, and I'm like, the hell is Suge out here doing? I didn't know he had that in his bag. So, Suge, what's up, man? Why are you holding back on people?
What do you mean? Why am I holding back? If what I have works, I don't have to do that. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I can do. There's a lot of stuff I've been capable of. There's a lot of stuff that, as a performer, you know, I hold to myself. It's not for my enemies or whatnot to know. Because they can't scout it if I'm not talking about it. Like, especially the way social media is nowadays. Everybody loves to flex about stuff. They will post about what they can do, stuff they can't even do, but they still post it anyway. Everybody giving away too much information, and I just want you to have as much information as I need to know. Everything was on the line, so we had to get a little saucy. So it was a little bit of that, as it was referred to by a friend of mine via tweet. We had to bust out a little African fly. You know?
Hey, because I was like, Coach Rick the high flyers, and then I saw you both going up. I was like, hold on. Nah, they ain't. Well, here we go.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just saying, like that. All I'm trying to tell people is, like, especially when we start getting in the pocket, we start doing some wild stuff. Sometimes you gotta switch them up. You gotta surprise people. And the crazy part about that is, ever since that drop, DM's been kind of hazy, because it's just like, oh, so that's what we doing now. That's what you doing. So when we gonna see that again? When we gonna see that again? You know when we gonna see that again? WrestleMania, Bound for Glory, Wrestle Kingdom. What's the other ones? Death Before Dishonor. Somebody gonna have to cut the check. Okay, like you ain't gonna see that for a minute. So stop asking. Like I did it because I needed to get some stuff done. Stop asking.
Yo, it's greatness because, like, when, as you know, when you watch somebody for a while and then you see something happen, you know, that just stops everything you're doing. Like, wait a minute. Okay. I was like, I got to clip this. You know, I got to clip this right now and put it up for the people to see. Like, I like that. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Plus the big thing with wrestling now is if you give them something, then, you know, they want to see it all the time, and it's like, no, I want you to appreciate. You know, I want you to appreciate when I give you something out the ordinary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta put it back in the vault for like 10, 15 years. Then we can talk. If my knees are still good.
Sprinkle a little bit. But you and a good hand down there at Action, y'all was running ramp shot, and I thought you was gonna get all the titles, but another world champion came out there and stopped at the end with the Alice Kane match and kind of
in the words of Kobe Bryant, job ain't finished.
Okay.
Because that was supposed to be us all night, and that ain't work out how we expected that to work out.
Okay.
Another title match has already been scheduled for December. It's going to be Alex Kane versus Adam Priest versus Cruel. And we're going to do everything that needs to be done. Like, what's the Jamie Foxx line? I'm going to do everything I had to do to get what I need to do done.
Gotta make it happen.
Right, because Alex Kane was supposed to be, one of my favorite people and one of my bestest friends in the business. He was supposed to be draped out extra with us too, and that did not go the way it was supposed to go. And the way the good hand works, if the team ain't eating what we doing, so we gonna get him what he's supposed to deserve.
And now, because I brought up the IWTV Championship, it was a point at a show in North Carolina, Hit Club Pro. I was standing between two black world champions. Trisha Dora had the Pan-African, which you now hold, and AC Mack, who's now retired, but he coming back to do some special commentary on action, had the IWTV Championship.
Yes, sir.
Do you? If it's not in your head, I'm putting your head. Do you have any thoughts about the IWTV World Championship?
I mean, they got to put me in the mix. Like it's one of those cases where I'm very open to whatever opportunity comes in front of me, but you know how that stuff goes. They gotta allow you to get in the mix. Like if everything's gonna go through, I'd love to if I would get the opportunity. I look at some of the champions that have had it. We talking about the Jonathan Greshams of the world. We talking about Trisha Dora, Lee Moriarty. If we already talking about people that would have made hellified Pan-African champions other than Trish, and and now we talking about AC Mack. And man, let me tell you something about AC, man. So he was at the
last
show.
Match. Yeah, okay.
He was at the show at Action, and he's retired, and he's happy retired. But the glimmer that man get in his eyes when he see championships, it's still there, man. and you be thinking he about ready to call off retirement anytime. He saw the Pan African titles like sitting on the. He saw all of this sitting over there, and he was like, "Nah, I don't want no tag titles though. I don't do teams." He said, "But that one over there," and like he made me like, I swear to God, he made me want to slap him because he got to look at it and he just like. Oh, I ain't had this one. I wanted this one when I was active. This looked good. He said this would have looked real good on me. I had a name for it and everything. He said he would have named the championship Nubia if he had it. So I don't like that. You already plotting and scheming even when you supposed to be out the game. Like you out the game and you still plotting and scheming. And then on top of that, I got the joking with him talking about, well, I mean, if you always want to come back for one more, like, that's another one in those. If you wanted a shot, I'd give you the shot. Ain't nothing to talk about. He said, oh, so you trying to have me retire Pan-African champion? Yeah, we could do that. So now I'm further insulted because you done went and took retirement time. You think you just going to come back and I'm just going to let you, no. AC, it's all love. Stay retired.
That's crazy. Oh, so you want me to retire Pan-African? But you was there at his retirement. Remember?
I was
at Naptown All Pro.
I was.
So is it okay?
Crazy atmosphere that match, him and Rico, and like I always thought if he was gonna have a going away match, it was gonna be in Georgia, but it's crazy, like, he could be so far from home, and it still felt like home, the way that match was, and the love that got put on him and whatnot. There was a lot of emotions running, but you could tell when it was over, it's just a big relief over him, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, he gave you what he had every time he was out there, never phoned it in, and he really changed a lot of perceptions that opened a lot of eyes about what a world champion could be, what they could look like, what they sound like, how they move. I'm always gonna have a ton of respect for AC Mack. I've talked a lot of trash about AC Mack. I've done some terrible things to AC Mack, but there will always be a respect for AC Mack and everything that he's done for this business. And I just hope that if his retirement sticks, that he's happy, and apparently the nuptials at some point are coming. That's an engaged man as well too. I hope everything is great. He's gonna be a wonderful family man. What's up? You sound. What's up?
We started talking about Nap.
Yep.
And Don't Doubt Miles, Chase Holiday. What's
I
going
get where
on?
you're going with this.
Did they put? I just want like did you now being the champion, but when you come to NAP, it's like the people you've been called out twice because people, oh, we want these matches. I gotta prove something to get at Suge, and you like, you always tell them like, hey, if you want this, don't come bullshitting, and y'all go at it, but you 0-2 right now.
I am.
What is the atmosphere like at NAP? Is it like some bad juju when you come to NAP or something? What's going on?
Look, man. This is the wrestling business, just like any kind of sport. You know what I'm saying? Football, basketball, all that other stuff. It always is crazy to me, especially the way people get talking once they get on, the apps and all that other stuff like that. Because it's like once you hit a bad streak in wrestling, or you not having your best year, or it's been a bad year on top of a bad year on top of a bad year, people write you off. Like either you win it all the time and everything's good, or you're an immediate jobber if you having a bad year. And it's so rough in professional wrestling because in any other sport, somebody could get drafted. There's a change in coaching. There's a change in how they train. There's a different playbook. This, that, and the third. And all of a sudden, a team that weren't doing so well is great. I remember when the Clippers was trash. And then the Clippers at one point was a better team than, it was the best team in California at one point. There was a time when nobody was really talking about Golden State like that. And then they reworked stuff and whatnot, and now championship dynasty. So I think about these type of things with wrestling, and I heard people talking, the Pineapple Pete years and all that other stuff like that, and what came after things got quiet for a little bit. It's that whole rapper thing where if you ain't got a single on the radio, they think you fell off or something went down or whatever it is. And the thing is, it's like, it's nothing like that. I was in the lab. I was trying to figure some things out. I had to get some things together. I took a lot of L's along the way, but I also gained a lot of knowledge, got myself together. I haven't been at this long if I haven't been able to adapt or reassess or put some stuff together. You're talking to the same guy that when stuff wasn't coming together in his own country, he left and went to another country to get it figured out so he could come back and be a success and still be a success over there. No. So I don't know why people got me in this category. Like, if something is not popping, I'm not going to try to figure it out. I lost to Miles. Yep. I lost to Chase. Yes, I did. I am going against someone who's never been beaten in a NAP ring, in JOSELINE NAVARRO, who's a great talent in her own right. I had her drafted for my team on For the Culture when it was West Coast versus the East Coast. Only reason she couldn't make it is because I believe she was hurt. So that's the only reason we had to change. That was my first round draft pick. So I'm not going to act like I don't know who she is, what she does, and this could be a real messed up situation. It was a crazy situation before the title even got involved.
Yeah.
So am I concerned that this is going to be a situation where I've reached one of the highest of the highs in my career and it can all come crashing down on Sunday? And now she's the one that's defending that paradigm. She's the one where they got to forward all them emails and all that other stuff. The committee got to route all that stuff. I'm just, I'm back in contention, or I'm back trying to hunt, or I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm a man first. And that means I'm not even going to say that because I think that's marginalizing, women and, non-binary and everything. I'm a competitor first. I was put in a match. I was called out for a match. And furthermore, all the love to JOSELINE, but I feel like the respect ain't there. I feel like she thinks the match is beneath her, and the only reason it became of some value to her is because the championship is on the line now. So I have to step to that. I have to step to the back talk accusations of, is Suge washed, or is Suge trying to hold on a little too long, or whatever it is. I think I'm on my best work yet. And I think she's going to have to understand that. And I think some of my best work, I failed a lot of the time in that, but I've made some amazing things happen. We've seen it.
Hey, you know me. I appreciate watching a match and it got a story to go with it. And if it's one person I know going to give me a story with a match, It's Suge D.
Can't help
You
it.
know what I'm saying? And people, I don't know, they be like, a lot of people be like, man, it was kind of boring, but I'm like, it wasn't boring because it's the little things that get me like, oh man, did you see what just happened there? Like sorry,
Take your
after you
time.
lost your match with Chase, you know what I'm saying? And Chase had won, and then you getting out the ring because you had put everything out there, and you like, Chase, if you gonna beat me, you got to do this. Everything's over. Suge's walking to the back. He's get out the ring. But got the respect of the crowd because they like, y'all just put on a good fight and everything, but you didn't get it, and he's just like, oh, I got to come back and get it again. And it made the people want to see more. It made me want to see where Suge's going in that. You know what I'm saying? It's just those little things that get me.
Well, it does matter. Like, I know there's some people, there's competitors even, they'll get in where it's like, well, it's just a match and everything like that. I mean, yeah, but no, because people do look at that stuff. They do pay attention to that stuff. There's a lot of talk, and there's a lot of people talking about their this and their that or whatever it is. But it's the Jay-Z thing: men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I've had I've said that about that BWI list. It was gonna be a rough ranking before this happened. If this didn't happen, I think like a week before the list dropped, ain't no telling where I would have been. It immediately shot me up because I probably would have had a respectable showing, but it immediately shot me up. And I'm kind of on my James Brown right now. I'm on a big payback because now I gotta visit some people. I gotta see some people. There's some people I've had issues with in the past, or my win-loss ain't looking the way it's supposed to look. You gotta remember, in that triple threat, never beat Trish Adora, and if you do the math, I never beat Darius Carter before. And Darius Carter is still one of them ones I still gotta go back on because I already know he's gonna be on that whole tip. I did not lose in a singles capacity. You beat me in a triple threat, and I was the one that was not pinned. And you know how you do. So like, I'm sure I'm gonna hear about that at some point, and I'm gonna have to face that demon too. This title has put me in a position where, much like tennis, and I love using this analogy because it makes a ton of sense. Tennis is one of those sports where you can't pass it to somebody else. You can't ask them to slow it down. None of this stuff like that. The ball is coming at you whether you're ready for it or you're not. And that's what I feel about this reign, this title, this movement that I've got going on. I'm literally stepping into the fire immediately in my first defense with Jocelyn. And I have to make this happen. Everything that I'm talking about doing could come to a halt like immediately. But I'm not going out like that.
And like we was talking earlier, because I was sitting there, I was like, okay, the Suge Jocelyn match, we presented the match, and Jocelyn's undefeated. Suge hasn't won a match in that. I was like,
that's correct.
It's already the story right there already for me. Then that Sunday, you looking on Twitter and everything, you see Suge wins the belt, and in my head, I'm like, is he going to make that his first title defense? But also, don't do it, Suge, because I'm thinking about stories. I'm like, don't do it. Don't put the championship up. And then the next day, J Rose hit me, and it's like, boom. I'm like,
why would I not? Like, everything that she's been doing right now is justified for her to get a shot. The same way when I'm looking at what's going on with A Game, at Paradigm, me and A Game got some beef because our match never came to a conclusive finish, and A Game is cocky. Like he ain't never let me forget that. So if I'm able to get past Jocelyn, he got to come see me. Like we gotta have that conversation. And I know he over here talking about Def Clutch this, Def Clutch that, all this other stuff. Like, can you do it without them and this, that, and the third and whatnot?
AJ, he just came back from injury too.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And and the thing about him is that's a hungry cat, man. And for those who don't know him, he's really good on top of that too. I know he sees something like the Pan-African as a springboard. I'm not ready to be somebody's step stool dude where they beat me so that they can make their profile look good. They can say they beat somebody else. I'm not ready to be somebody's springboard. There's still stuff I haven't done for myself yet in this business after all this time. So you can call it being selfish. It is what it is. If you beat me, cool. You know, you deserve it, and then that's what's going on. But, you know, I deserve too. I deserve a ton. I deserve even more than where I'm standing at right now, and I'm gonna go get it, and I'm gonna go find it. And all the people that I wanted to wrestle, whether they're coming to me or I gotta go find them, I'm gonna get those matches because I got something to prove.
So, Suge, we just gonna go right into this. I said, with you putting the title on the line, it becomes a high-profile match. Okay.
Yep.
Being that it's a high-profile match and it's your first defense, I'll let you know this also. I'm going to be at both Pan-African title matches, whoever's the champion, after Sunday. I'll be at Paradigm. I'm at Naptown also. But we do have your first challenger joining us right now.
Oh, so I'm getting ambushed right now.
Ain't no ambushing, Suge.
Okay.
She, I mean, you know, with this being your first defense and everything, you know, I was, when Trish started rolling, it was her and Almanada, then it was you versus Trish, now it's you versus Jocelyn. You know, I just feel that y'all should talk because Jocelyn has had a lot to say about you.
I know.
And, you know, Jocelyn, so how are you doing today, man?
I'm excellent. Life's great.
How does it feel being undefeated at Naptown All-Pro? Come on, let's talk about it.
I mean, you know, it's amazing, but that's what I do, you know. So after Sunday, I'm gonna still be undefeated because nobody there could beat me. And then, you know, Suge coming in. Suge hasn't won anything at Naptown, so I don't understand why he think this is gonna be any different.
Okay, I just be winning everywhere else, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Everywhere else but Naptown.
Right.
Crazy, right? Crazy how that work out.
We really about to do this right now? Like you really want to have this conversation right now?
She just disrespected you. I'm gonna leave out, but I'm gonna be on microphone. But I'm gonna
all right, Mark Phillips over there, like prime instigator, like over here doing this little number. Okay.
I just want y'all to have a heart to heart.
It's no disrespect to Suge, you know. Suge, like, you know, we got mutual respect for each other, you know. But you know, all that go out the window once we step between those ropes. It's, you know. It's nothing personal. It's just business.
This the part I don't understand about you now that we finally having this conversation, right? Like you almost acting like you treating the match like it was beneath you to begin with. Like that's what I feel. And then all of a sudden, as soon as you know, as good fortune comes my way, and we got this right here, all of a sudden it's worth it. And then it's like it's only worth it because this was here. It was worth it because I'm across from you. And then we have this conversation right now. And, you know, I appreciate you coming on because that has been spinning in my mind for a little bit. Because I've been back and forth for like a good little bit about, did I make the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? You know, maybe it's too soon. Maybe it should have been non-title. This, that, and the third or whatever it is. But, you know, what I look like if I'm not giving one of the absolute best in that a shot. You earned this. You deserve this. I think you absolutely deserve this. But now that we got that part out the way, let's get to the part that I'm really trying to get to when it's all said and done. For all the respect in the world, for your undefeated record at NAP, this, that, and the third, that really don't matter to me once that bell ring, and I'm here to tell you why. I've had some wild stuff I've had to overcome in my career. And it's been stuff that's been across from the ring, and it's been stuff that's been here. It's been stuff that's been here. I'm not ready for this to be over yet. I'm not ready to not be the guy when people look at this and they see what's going on. Do you got the potential? Is this going to be like, is there going to be a time where I look at the title history of this and I see your name on it? I believe that. I believe that in my heart, that you got the ability to do it. The issue is, it is not going to be that day. It is not going to be Sunday. It is not going to be in NAP, because as much as you want to do this, I need to do this. I need to beat you. I need to break that streak. I need to hold on to this because I got stuff to do. I got places I need to take this. So if all you coming in with is, oh, I done lost every match with NAP and I ain't never beat you and this, that, and the third, I'm going to need you to recalibrate your strategy. It's going to get real weird quick.
Look, hey, I understand that. I understand that completely. But just like you need this win, so do I. I'm tired of being underrated. I'm tired of being underappreciated. I'm tired of seeing other people get opportunities that I know I deserve. I'm tired of seeing bitches that are not better than me get chances that I should be getting. So, I mean, we both need this win, but only one of us can get it. So, again, no love lost. I have the utmost respect for you. I really do. You are very inspiring. I'm trying to get like you. You feel me? but like, I need that belt. I'm gonna need you to come up off that belt, though. I'm gonna need you to come up off that.
So you gonna hit me with the up north? Tell me what you need me to do. So
yeah, I'm gonna need you to come up off that.
You know what the issue is, though, right? Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, with this match, though, because we sitting down here and we talking about how much like we respect each other, which is well and good, and that's fine. And the words getting thrown around a lot, and it's like, I respect that. You do realize one of us is going to have to get real disrespectful if we going either you take this or me hold on to it, right?
Oh, for sure. Disrespectful is my middle name.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need you, don't get in there thinking it's going to be easy, because it won't be. I'm undefeated for a reason, by any means necessary.
Nah, I would never say it's gonna be an easy win. But while you saying disrespectful is your middle name, I was defining the word.
That's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to realize what we getting into, because like I said, it's been a lot of conversation, and I ain't for all that conversation once the bell rings. Like between this and between when the ref do the number where he do this to you. Hold on, let me give you the simulation. The ref gonna do that number to you, and he gonna show you what it is. That's about as close. That's about as close as it's gonna come.
Oh no, because I'm gonna take it, and I want the people to see me with it before the match starts, so they can get used to seeing me as the new champion.
So you out here coveting other people's property, like you just out here capping with other people. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, I'm strong arming it. You just borrowing it right now.
She like to jump people at Naptown All Pro.
Josh, what kind of time you on right now? Like, what kind of time you on?
Since she's debuted at Naptown All Pro, she's had a mean streak. She's out to prove something. She does not care who you are, and she will do anything to get that win to let the people know she's the top person. Mm-hmm. I'm just letting you know from what I've seen at shows.
I got you. I done seen my share. And, like, I get it. I've seen it in you. Because I remember when we were having conversations back in the day when it was just like, what do I got to do for people to look at me differently? What do I got to do so that people can see me a little bit differently? And I remember that time, us talking, when you finally was just like, you know what? I ain't worried about what they got to say about me. I'm just going to do me. And you grew as a performer. The kind of bookings you were getting grew as a performer. And it's crazy to me because you're absolutely right. You done grown so much as a performer and you still not getting everything that you should be able to get. And I see it. I see it when you see the opportunity, you saw the match, and then on top of that, you seeing that it's a title shot now all of a sudden, and it's a gateway to a lot of other things. So you figuring, okay, this is you strong-arming into them doors. If it was any other situation where I could open that door for you or I could give you another way to get to that, that's fine. It's not going to happen at my expense. It's not going to happen at my expense. Like, it is not going to happen at my expense. I don't know how many times I got to say that. I went through hell and back just to be able to get to this. I can't let you take that. I can't let you take it.
I mean, that's wishful thinking. It's wishful thinking. And I like that. But you are not ready for what I'm bringing to you. You've never been in the ring with me. You're not ready what I'm bringing to you. All the tricks I got up my sleeve, all the aces in the hole. You're not ready for none of that. None of it.
Jocelyn, I was speaking with him earlier in this conversation, and he did say that for the culture, he had you as his number one pick on his team. So wouldn't that mean he's watched you a little bit, or he knows a little bit about you?
Yeah, but Jocelyn then and Jocelyn now. Even though that was earlier this year, I'm still a completely different person, completely different performer.
Apparently.
And also, like you said, I was his number one pick. We was on the same team. We weren't gonna be across from each other. But now we're across from each other. Two completely different people.
Damn.
And you got something that I want. And I'm gonna need that.
Sound like she talking to Jack mode.
People people in Alaska need central heating. That don't mean they're gonna get it at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm constantly hearing about what people, especially since this happened, about what people want and what people feel like they need and whatever it is. And it's like, again, I'm not trying to be that guy. I want the best for you, but when it comes to like me having to lay down for that, or me have to tap out for that, or me having to get knocked out for that, I could care less.
Look.
I'm a supreme hater when it comes to what you want if it's at my expense.
Look, you got two options though. You either gonna get down or you gonna lay down. So I'm suggesting that you just get down. Let me pin you 1, 2, 3. Don't nobody gotta get hurt.
Oh, you saying don't even fight the match, just lay down for you?
Just lay down. As soon as the bell rings, go and lay on the mat. 1, 2, 3.
Holy shit. Oh.
And we all go home happy, right? Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to decline all of that.
That's crazy.
So I know what kind of time we on. I was trying to be respectful, but I know what kind of time we on. So, if the bell ring and I just steal off on you, that's what it's gonna have to be.
You just steal off on me.
I'm just gonna have to steal off on you. That's what it
That's
is.
crazy. I'm a lady. I'm a lady. Hold up. I'm a lady. You gonna steal off on me?
You a competitor. That's what you are. Like, and on top of that, you a competitor coming for the top prize in like all of wrestling. I ain't got time for no gender politics when it's all said and done. When that's all said and done, you coming for what I got. You laughing about it. You having a good time. I'm getting real tight right now having this conversation right now because I can't believe like you still carrying the joke on like how you carrying on the joke. Like, nah. Like if you want it to be a fight, then just say that, and we'll do that.
That's what I want. That's what I want. We ain't got to beat around the bush. It could be a fight. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, bet.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, cool. We'll just do that then. Like we're not gonna do no hole for hole shit. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be.
How many championships have you held, Jocelyn?
Like 5 or 6.
Have you had one that was green?
Green?
You like the word green and everything, and that world championship is so beautiful. It's green and everything.
It is. It's very beautiful. It'll look even better when the ref put it around my waist after I win. It's gonna look even better.
So, Jocelyn, you saying a lot, but I got to ask you this: you ain't never lost that Naptown, but what happens if you do take that L?
Guess we'll never know, huh?
What?
Guess we'll never know. Tragic. You should ask him what happens when he loses at Naptown, because he's very versed in that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Suge, what happens when you lose at Naptown?
You devise a new game plan and then you come back. That's twice. I get you. It's 0-2. I get it. I get the big joke. Everybody been running them numbers in my damn face since this match got announced. I ain't worried about all that. I ain't worried about what happened in the past. I'm worried about right now. Everybody was telling me, you ain't never beat Darius Carter. You ain't never beat Trish Adora. You ain't never did this. You ain't never did that. Okay? walked in there, came out with what I was supposed to do. So while we on the subject of what I ain't never done and I'm managing to make happen, okay, today's your day. Everybody got to have their day where they believe the impossible could not happen. Sunday is your day. Okay? You thought it was impossible for you to lose in a Naptown ring. Okay? You ain't counting on that. But the day you are not counting on Suge D to be able to beat you is the day that you miscounted. Okay? Your math ain't mathing. The algebra is fucking wrong.
Oh, you sound upset up there.
Because I am. Because I am.
Wow.
So let's go a different direction, you know, before we end this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Jocelyn, let me just ask you. Let's calm this down. Did you ever imagine that you would be getting a Pan-African World Diaspora Wrestling Championship match? Like,
yes, but I was like, you know, when is it gonna happen? I've been wanting a shot at this belt for a while. It's a beautiful belt. It's the pinnacle of all the excellent Black wrestlers around the world. It's a world championship. So it's really, honestly, it's an honor to wrestle for it.
Absolutely.
So when it was announced, you know, I was very excited because that's something that we all want to wrestle for. So I'm honestly, truly very honored to be able to step across from Suge and wrestle for that.
Will you? I've been at Nap. Are you coming to the ring by yourself?
Who knows, right? I might not.
What you
I
mean?
might have a couple of friends.
I mean, it's usually like a duo. Like she got a manager when she come out that makes sure everything good for her. I was just wondering, since you know it's a truly an honor to wrestle for this championship, was she just gonna come out by herself? You know what I'm saying?
I might bring my water boy. I might bring my special guest commentator. You know, you never know. You never know. You know, I got an entourage. You know, and we all wear red. You know, because you know we gang. Look out for that.
Mm-hmm.
It might be some shenanigans going on. Suge,
yeah,
I didn't know her joining was gonna was gonna be like this.
I ain't either, man.
I thought it was gonna be respectful.
Well, I'm very respectful, you know, on the weekends. Maybe like Saturdays. Very respectful.
You better find it on Sunday. You better find a way to respect me on Sunday.
On the Lord's Day, me be respectful? That's funny. You're crazy.
Okay.
You're acting crazy over there.
Nah, I ain't acting crazy. I'm acting determined, man. I'm locked in. Like, you know what? I'm so happy and excited that you brought her on the show, and you reminded me what this match is about. Cause I feel like maybe I was just looking at it like it was a match. I started calming down a little bit. Nah, I can't afford to be calm. I'm locked in. We good.
Good.
I want to make sure you was locked in because you got the biggest target on your back when you won that championship.
Oh yeah,
a real big target.
Yeah,
a real big target.
So
I'm on your ass.
So yeah, so about that, and I just want you to think about this before we get ready to go into that and whatnot, because there's a lot of people, agents for people directly contacting me, everybody flooding the fight offices about who's next, who's getting a shot, this, that, and the third. The part that people don't think about, and this is the part that lays heavy on me ever since everything happened with Trish. It's an honor, but it is a pressure to have this. I ain't even had my first defense yet, and it is a pressure to hold on to this. And people don't realize the kind of pressure of people scouting you a little bit differently, people trying to be friendly to you, but you not knowing if that's a way to size you up for when that inevitable time comes, when they get a shot or they try to get a match with you or whatnot. Things move differently once this comes into your world. And I know everything is all like, oh man, I want that. It's going to look good with my gear, this, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera. You undefeated at Nap. Everything's moving a certain type of way. But the part that I especially want you to think about, we're gonna have this match, and it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy, and it's gonna go hard. I think a lot of people have expectations for this match, but I don't think they realize the kind of expectations that they need to have for this match. What if you win, Jocelyn? Schedule gonna be crazy. The matches are gonna be crazy. I heard about what my January and my February look like already, and it frightens me a little bit at how crazy that could be. And that's not even counting the international stuff that could go on. But you got to be prepared, and you got to be built a little bit differently for what's going on. You still over here talking about what people ain't gave you, and you mad about that. You ain't got time to be worried about that, because you got to be locked in, because everybody coming for something that you don't want them to have. But at the same time, you know it could break you under the pressure to try to hold on to. So you confident. You poised. You got what it takes to have it.
Let me tell you something about Jocelyn, okay? Mm-hmm. Jocelyn thrives under pressure.
Yep.
All right. I just main evented in my home country, all right, and killed that shit. I thrive under pressure. Pressure is what I be looking for. I deserve everything that I'm after. And I'm after that. And I deserve that. I deserve a crazy, hectic schedule. I deserve bookings all over the world.
You do.
I know what I deserve.
You do.
I'm ready for it all. I'm ready for everything. So when I win that,
mm-hmm.
I want everybody to come to me. Book me as much as possible. Because when I win that,
mm-hmm.
I'm not coming off of it. At all.
Yep.
At all.
The problem is you talking about everything that you deserve, and you're absolutely right in that regard. The one thing that you ain't talked about that you deserve is you going to deserve, to be frank, a heavy ass whooping and a humbling. Because, look, you've been talking some cash to me like the past little bit. Some of it justified. Some of it absolutely justified. Some of it, you should have never formed your lips to even let that come out your mouth, to even let the sound, the syllable, just even the little, like the forming of the word even come out, to speak to me in the manner in which you speaking to me. And then you just going to go in and think that's not going to get, like, handled in some sort of way. Whether you come out with, like, your entire entourage or you come out just by yourself. So, yeah. Everything that you deserve is coming to you. It's just some things are going to get to you earlier than others. But I can definitely guarantee, as far as the timeline of what you deserve, that humbling going to come first. Absolutely going to come first. You ain't got to be worried about it. I don't want you to be worried about it. You ain't got to be scared of it. And when nobody's scared of COVID, people died anyway. All right?
All right, well, hey,
I ain't trying to be funny. That's what it is.
I'll be back up everything you saying.
I know you ain't trying to be funny, but that was a good one.
Got you. That's fine. I know what I'm about.
Sunday.
Back up everything you saying.
Okay.
Sunday, October 29th.
Can't get here fast enough.
Sell out Brookside. Go to NaptownAllPro.com for discount pre-sale tickets until I think it's like Saturday night, then Sunday you got to pay at the door. But this match is probably all you need to come to the show. But you also got Darian Bankston versus Lee Moriarty. You got Crane versus Gabriel Kidd. You got Isaiah Bronner. Isaiah Bronner should just put a note in your book about that. Isaiah Bronner versus Adam Priest.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Infantry versus Bojack and Diego Hill in the Costume Rumble. If you ain't a Nap, drive the Nap. You know I drive the show, so y'all come on, drive the Nap. Check that out. Sponsor Seat for a Kid. Watch it when it drop on IWTV. Suge, Jocelyn, all the talk is done. I don't know if you say anything to each other on Twitter. Y'all know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is the match that we are presenting. Suge B versus Jocelyn. Who will be the champ at the end of the night?
It'll be me. It'll be me.
That's cool. Hold on. So now that now that all the quote unquote respect has been shown, let me show what respect I got left for this one right here until that match. Right there.
All right.
Well,
Don't
you got
turn
it
your
right
back.
there, guy.
Don't turn your back in the ring.
I'm turning my back on the situation, not in the ring. But there we go. Let you get a good look at it.
Y'all know what I say. If I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. It's too street for the culture. Ooh, somebody gonna get the ass kicked.